Welcome to Channel AMAC, your insight to the Australian visa system. Good day everyone, my name is Carl Young, your online YouTube visa consultant. Are you interested about migrating to Australia? Why don't you consider to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell on the side, so once we have all the updates and news, you'll be the first one getting all the insight. Today's video, we'll like to chat about a question I have recently received through the forum and the comment areas where people are questioning, why is it that my student visa has been taking so long in processing, and the answer, well, the response I had, not answer, the response I had is I always asking back. So what sort of courses and which school or institution have you applied for? Now, I found the similarity of the answer are usually on the private vet courses. Now, obviously, we have been talking about the vet courses that has been, well, I don't want to use the word, but in fact, it has been demonized by the Australian government, where they have called there has been so-called the ghost colleges, and the Department of Education, as you might want to have a look at the this news. It's not news anymore. It's back in 2023 October, as you can see. They have the Minister of Education has called on an agenda to actually will obviously kill a lot of private institutions. Now, they are generally on the vet provider. What is vet provider? Well, the courses are well known, for example, commercial cookery, kitchen management, carpentry, motor mechanic diploma, of IT diploma, of business leadership, things like this. As long as it's not a higher education, it is not a school sector, not high school, not school sector. You know what school sector is, and not higher education, no master, and not a PhD. Then it will be under the priority ministerial direction. Let's have a look at that. Now, I have done a specific video, a news update on this one back in December 2020, well last month, but probably not many people have been paying attention to this. Now, obviously, this has put the vet courses from just right before the non-awards, but look, there's not really many people applying for non-awards visa categories. So that means the vet courses is actually being prioritized the last within the student visa category. So again, I'm not here to say that the vet courses is bad, but I believe it's a world phenomenon. Now, the area I wanted to put you in perspective and view with is through what had been happened in the post-pandemic world, to actually explain why is this happening. So obviously, it's pretty simple. If you have the mindset, right, the certain area has just been through a major earthquake, for example, a major disaster. Now, you don't want to go there unless you are a journalist or media people. You're sent there to do news, media or whatever, the press, to actually let the public know what's happening. But if you're not a journalist, why would you want to go to an area that has just been devastated by earthquakes? I mean, that just won't make any sense. Putting in the scenario what we have today is obviously the vet sector, okay, the vocational education training sector has just been through, and it's still happening with the major earthquake. So don't go there. Why apply? I mean, my last video talked about, picking the cheapest and the easiest. These courses are generally all the vet courses, so don't go there because it's a major earthquake happening there, and that's why people are asking, why is my student visa processing delay and taking so long? Because you have picked something that is currently under earthquaking, right? So now, why is it like this? We need to explain further and looking into a post-pandemic era, and it's not just Australia. As you can see, now this is UK. You can search this news. UK slashes migration in half, and that including student visas as well, because they are talking about not the permanent migration, but they're talking about also the net migrants. That's all the counting all the people coming into inbound into UK. Now half of that. The other news, you can see that I think this is last week. Canada is also capping their foreign students, not in half, but I think from what it says, I think 30% as well. So it's not just Australia, and obviously we know, I think this is from last week as well, or the week before, Australia planning to halve migrant intake. Well, despite the news only came out in December 11th. Not last week, that's last month, sorry. Despite the news only came out December 11th, but if you have been following my channel, you will know this phenomenon has been going on since the second half of 2023, because the financial year starts from 1st July 2023. We were expecting, well, they announced it, the permanent migration intake to be 190,000 for 2023 and 24, but they practically did nothing for the whole first half of 2023 and 24 financial year. Not until the very last week before Christmas, they have thrown in the invitation, and we have noticed there has been a lot of student visa refusal, obviously due to what had been announced. So that explains how a lot of student visa, well, not a lot, but a lot of people query and put in the comments saying, I've been waiting for such a long time, what's happening? And this video really explains what's happening. So let's recap and summarize. It's basically, we're looking into a world phenomenon in a post-pandemic world with inflation and housing crisis. It's all happening in the Western world. So after the post-pandemic, a lot of population, a lot of people, they eagerly wanting to go and to migrate. And the first priority is going to English-speaking countries. So same thing happening in USA, in Canada. We see the news happening in UK. So a lot of European, especially with the Ukraine and the Russian war going on, and also now the Middle East. So a lot of people jamming going to UK because that's the closest that they can go, and that causes all the issues on cutting migration intake around the world, well, around the English-speaking countries. So same thing happening in Australia as well. So how Australia tackles it? Well, they put everything delay. So you may experience that. You apply for 189 visa, you apply for 190. How many people is still in the pipeline? You apply for GTI. And what about the 1AA visa? People have been waiting for 2 or 3 years. They're using delay as a tactic, and now they're also cutting on the student visa as well. So student visa, including higher education, vet, and school sector. So which one they picked? They picked the vet courses. Now, why they picked the vet courses? Well, pretty easy. If you think about, does UK and USA provide vet training courses, vocational training courses for international students? No, they don't. So why don't Australia follow them? And that's how simple the logic it is. So anyway, for 2023, if you wanted to study abroad, I'm not saying that you cannot pick a vet courses, but you should expect some sort of delay, and you should apply sooner. But there's also a ratio of rejection there. So the best choice, obviously, either higher education, or if you're a student, child age, apply for schools. Anyway, should you have more question, query, more than welcome to leave comment right down below. And I'll see you next video. Goodbye.